So I've been on a real scheduling app kick lately, and while I know that might sound like the nerdiest thing ever, I feel like these type of tools play a crucial role in today's world. After all, if you want to get anywhere in life, you need to be as precise as possible with your daily routine. Now, there are quite a few tools that fit the bill, but today I'm going to be talking about a couple of the most prominent, Calendly and ScheduleOnce. So sit back and relax while I get into the scheduling platform showdown. First up, let's take a look at their pricing tiers. Any software that wants to get ahead nowadays needs to cater to a wide enough audience. This means offering a variety of pricing tiers to choose from. In Calendly's case, you get 4 different options. The first is called Essentials, and it costs just $8 a month. Now you should know that there's a free version on offer as well, and I'm being honest, the Essentials plan isn't much more advanced than that. One of my main gripes with this pricing tier is that you have Calendly's branding slapped on every inch of the interface. It's a bit annoying because of how unprofessional it might look to clients, so I'm obviously not a big fan of it. However, there are 3 more plans available and they definitely take things up a notch. I'll get into the features in a minute, but for now, just know they're called the Professional, Teams, and Enterprise plans. The Professional and Teams tiers cost $12 and $16 a month respectively, and you'll have to get in touch with Calendly to get a custom quote for the Enterprise version. These higher price tiers all have the advantage of removing the Calendly branding, which allows for a more customized experience. As for ScheduleOnce, they have only one pricing tier. Their free plan is actually somewhat superior to Calendly because it allows you to add up to 25 users. That's enough to have an entire team sorted out. So props to ScheduleOnce for this little detail. And if you're interested in something a bit more advanced, the platform also offers a growth tier for $10 a month. Super affordable, and there are some nifty features on offer as well. After some careful consideration, I'd say that ScheduleOnce has earned a full 5 out of 5 points. I just didn't have any complaints, so a perfect score in this area would be more than fair. Calendly gets a 4 out of 5 for me because the Essentials tier wasn't exactly impressive, and the other tiers cost a little more than ScheduleOnce. But what about their features? There's a lot to get into here because both platforms pack some serious heat in this aspect. I'm going to start off by discussing Calendly's features. Okay, so have you ever tried to set up a meeting and felt like tearing your hair out because everyone seemed to have an issue with the timing? That's definitely something I've had trouble with in the past, but the great thing about Calendly is that it has a built-in meeting poll feature. What this means is that it allows everyone to give their thoughts on what time works for them, and you get to skip on the headache of having to cater to everyone's needs. There's also support for multiple time zones on offer here. So if you tend to hop from country to country, your schedule's timings will change accordingly. And just in case you forget about your appointments, Calendly will send helpful reminders to make sure you don't miss any. That goes for the other folks in the meetings too, by the way. You can just set up notifications that'll go to them via email and SMS, which can save everyone a whole bunch of time. Apart from that, I really appreciate Calendly's focus on customization. You can even create custom links that you can share with clients and team members so that they can pencil in appointments in your calendar. So how does ScheduleOnce stack up? Well, you get all of the basics just like you do with Calendly. There's a calendar integration on offer here, so you can plan your schedule well in advance. Sometimes you'll find a great lead that's only available during certain times of the year, and ScheduleOnce stops them from slipping through your fingers out of your grasp. We don't want to lose any clients because of scheduling conflict, now do we? And there's also the fact that you get unlimited meetings. I can't tell you how much it annoys me when a scheduling platform caps the number of meetings you can set up. It just seems to defeat the purpose of using a tool like this in the first place. You get plenty of options for how the meeting will be conducted too. Like let's say you have a meeting with someone halfway around the world. With ScheduleOnce, you can use the super convenient video conferencing integrations to get things done. Oh, and remember, Calendly's annoying branding in the free version and essential version, ScheduleOnce goes in the complete opposite direction by giving you white label branding options. That way, your customers will always know who they're working with. It preserves your brand identity and lets you set yourself apart from your competitors. And any software that helps with that deserves major kudos in my book. And for those of you that work with mid to large size teams, the pooled team availability feature will be an absolute godsend. Your clients can check to see who's available and set up a meeting accordingly. Imagine all of the hassle that can save. Overall, I would say that this round was pretty evenly matched. But there were a couple of things I didn't like about ScheduleOnce that tipped the contest in Calendly's favor. Firstly, the platform doesn't allow you to make round-robin events, which are pretty important if you want to run your organization democratically. You'd have to go off-platform to another website. On top of that, meeting invitees don't get to option to set the location, which is something Calendly remembered to include. So based on all of this, I'm going to give Calendly a 5 out of 5 for this round, and ScheduleOnce receives a 4. Both of them are sitting at a 9 out of 10, but we still have a couple rounds to go. Up next, I'm going to dive into the user experience. One thing that I loved about Calendly's interface was its super simple layout. It's not exactly minimalist, but as long as you know how to use a computer, you'll have no trouble figuring out how to use it. To be fair, it might take you a few minutes to familiarize yourself with the layout, but that's a small price to pay, because after you're used to it, you can start scheduling meetings like nobody's business. Now, ScheduleOnce definitely decided to take a minimalist approach. There's basically no clutter to speak of here, which is great for sure, but it comes at the cost of making the interface look rather sparse. Also, at the risk of sounding fuzzy, the interface just didn't look at all that great. Like, I wouldn't really feel comfortable showing it to my customers because it might reflect badly back onto me. Maybe the ScheduleOnce folks thought that the less was more the way to go or something, but it didn't really work well for them in my opinion. That's why I'm giving ScheduleOnce a 3 out of 5 for a total of 12. Calendly gets a solid 4 out of 5 because I felt like there was some more room for improvement. So now Calendly's sitting at 13 out of 15. Finally, let's talk about your embedding and integration options. I've got to say, Calendly really took ScheduleOnce to the cleaners in this round. Like, not only can you sync the tool with Gmail, Google Calendar, and MailChimp, it takes you just a few minutes to do so. You even have Stripe and PayPal integrations to allow for smooth transactions with clients. And I was absolutely shocked to learn that they give you 32 customer relationship management platforms to integrate with. To be honest, ScheduleOnce doesn't do too badly here either, although it can't hold a candle to Calendly. There's a Zapier integration you can take advantage of and a few other easy synchronization with email clients and whatnot, but it's all much harder to do than over on Calendly. I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 and Calendly gets a 5 out of 5. So with all of that said and done, Calendly is the undisputed king of scheduling tools. A score of 18 out of 20 really shows just how impressed I was with the platform. The price is decent to say the least, the features are comprehensive, and despite the abundance of integrations, they're all easy to implement. ScheduleOnce ended up with a 16 out of 20, and hey, that's not half bad. If you want to save a couple of bucks, this platform could serve you well. Its list of features can help you get the job done, but there was just too much going against it for me to give it the crown. But let me know, what do you think? Will you give either of these tools a try? I'd love to know what you think if you do, but that's all I got for now, and I'll see you guys in the next one.